Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to do another Ajin Demi Human Manga chapter review video on chapter 3. Yes, so this chapter is called The Escape and the Threat, and we first see right here with Kei and Kaito continuing on the road with their motorbike trying to escape from the Japanese government. And yes, well, first of all, we see Tanaka, of course, is still captured within the Japanese government. Yes, and Sato is going to help him free him, and we see at the end of the chapter where both of them are at the park. Well, I think they're just sitting, just talking to each other about how Kei Nagai is currently on the run, and they're trying to gonna go to meet up with him. And yeah, so next chapter we're gonna be seeing that, but right now Kei and Kaito are on the road. Yes, they're still trying to get away from the city, and right now it's about to be morning, which is pretty bad for Kei because Kei needs the darkness, the night darkness in order to basically pretty much mask himself from other people's eyes, mostly thugs who are trying to capture Kei for money. And this happens again, like pretty much another thug tries to capture Kei, this biker guy who's by himself, but was able to empower both of them because first of all they're both kids. This guy is kind of an older man, and he was able to kick both Kei and Kaito off their bike, just like off the side of the road right next to this hill, and then they fall down and Kai, he fell into the river, and Kei, he fell onto the ground, kind of broke his leg, I believe, and he because of that, he wasn't able to get up. He wasn't able to walk anywhere. So it was kind of troublesome for the guy because he really wanted Kei to get up so he can bring him someplace so he can get money from him, but he can't. And the biker guy also didn't have any perception, so he couldn't call any of his friends, I guess, to help him get him. So yeah, it's kind of a sticky situation for him as well. And also he said, also Kai might be killed, but he doesn't really care. I mean, he says, yeah, well, he was helping an Ajin, so serves him right. Now, what should I do? How should I get Kei how should I get this freaking Ajin out of here? I mean, yeah, so that's kind of a problem there, and yeah, so that's going on there, and we move here to where we see Tosaki in Tosaki's part with Izumi Shimamura, where Tosaki is inside of Kei's mother's house. Yeah, Ritsu Nagai inside of her house, just wanting to know more about her son Nagai Kei, who is now an Ajin, and how she feels about that. Well, to be honest with you, Ritsu, she says, well, she doesn't really say. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, the way they say it in the manga. I mean, even in the anime, I think she says something like, "I never." Well, it's kind of hard to believe that my son is actually an Ajin. Is something like that. Is what she said, and yes, and Tosaki says like he understands very well on how she feels right now. She feels like, I can't believe my son was actually an Ajin. That's kind of. I mean, yeah, he's an Ajin now, but that has really nothing to do with me. I mean, yeah, because Ritu, she doesn't really show much emotion. I mean, she is kind of similar in that light with Kei and Nagai, her own son. I mean, both of them are pretty emotionless people, and so yeah, Ritu doesn't really show much emotion as well. But, I mean, we know that Ritu just wants Kei to just be on his own by now, because the fact that Kei is now an Ajin, he cannot stay with Ritsu, so yes, Ritsu's gonna have to let Kei go and not really give a shit about what he's doing right now anymore. Just stay safe. Okay, well, not really don't give a shit, just stay safe, don't get into danger, which Kei does anyway, so yeah, Ritsu, she's just doing her own thing now with Erika while she's in the hospital, of course. And Kei's just trying to do his own thing as well. But right now in chapter 3, they are trying to go to Kaito's hideout, but yeah, it's basically a hideout, this abandoned cabin, I believe, but right now they're kind of in a sticky situation because this biker dude. Yeah, so Kei, he broke both his legs, and yeah, so, and after something crazy happened, Kei was about to release his IBM, or his IBM, and then after that, Kaito just came out of nowhere with this rock from this riverbed and just slammed it into this biker's helmet. The glass part of his helmet cracked it, and then sent the biker dude flying onto the floor. And Kei finishes him with a single punch into the face, and boom, that's it. He's just down for the count. And yeah, and then after that, Kaito went up to Kei and says how, yeah, he goes to Kei and says, "Hey Kei, you all right? Everything fine with you? Just checking it out." Yeah, so Kei, yeah, he broke his leg, but since Kei's an Ajin and Kei he kind of thinks more about this. How yeah, Ajin they only heal when they die, and then then their entire body heals. So that's what Kei did. He kind of healed himself by just cutting his own throat. And that's what he did. Yeah, Kaito at first was a little scared, like, oh no, Kei, what the hell? Yeah, so Kei was fine. He just reset immediately. He says, all right, Kaito, let's go. Then, yeah, Kaito gave him that look of concern and worry because, yeah, that's kind of the only person Kaito really cares about as well, vice versa. You know, they both have the only person they care about each other, which is each other. So, yeah, I mean, Kei, yeah, so, I don't know, I mean, Kei, yeah, so, of course, after that, they both try to make their way all the way to the abandoned cabin where they have to go right now in order for Kei to think about more stuff so he can be safe there. Yeah, because that's the point, they have to make it to the cabin as quickly as possible so no other thug tries to capture Kei for money, because that would be really bad for Kei. Yeah, because you don't want Kei to have to deal with that situation all over again for the third time. I mean, it was bad enough for the first time. Second time, yeah, hell no. Third time, yeah. We gotta get to that cabin now. I mean, it's starting to become morning. That the sun's coming out. I mean, it's gonna get bright. I'm gonna be exposed pretty much. So yeah, we're gonna have to get to that cabin, which they do in the next chapter. So it's gonna be really interesting for me to do a review on that. Yeah, so pretty sure. Yeah, some other stuff happens in this chapter. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I mean, at the end of chapter 3, we see Sato. Yeah, like I said before, Sato and Tanaka are at the park, and they're trying to They're planning to go and meet Kei Nagai for the first time. They want to recruit him into their cause, just like they do later on in the manga, where they're trying to recruit more Ajin into their cause. But some kind of don't agree with Sato's plans, what he says. So yeah, that kind of proves problematic for Sato in that part. So yes, and of course we first see Sato while Tasaki and Izumi left the Nagai's residence, and yeah, they see Sato within the crowd. Izumi immediately freaks out, like, what the hell's him? Hold on, let me try to take him out. Oh, yeah, Tasaki did holds her back because, wait, Izumi, let me just call for someone, just to let them know Sato is here, the hat. Yeah, right now they call him the hat, like the man in the hat. It's kind of like similar to in Bleach how Ichigo calls, you know, Urahara the man in the hat, or Mr. Hat and Clogs or whatever. Yeah, kind of similarly how it's said here with Sato, he is the man in the hat. So yeah, that's how they call him, the hat. Yeah, so the hat is here, and Tasaki, he sends a message to, he sends a message saying how, alright, let me just find the message real quick so I can read it out. Let's see the message. Where's the message? For some reason, Sato looks a lot skinnier here. I guess he kind of beefs up a lot like later on in the manga, but yeah. Alright, so Tasaki says, emergency situation, witness what seemed to be a lead figure near Nagai residence. Yeah, so that's why he just typed onto his phone and then sent it to someone close to him, I suppose. And yeah, so Sato, he is the lead figure because he is trying to go to meet up with Kei Nagai now, since this is pretty big, another Ajin that Sato can easily just find because it's all over the news. So yes, Sato's gonna be a problem, and right now Tasaki and Izumi don't even take care of the situation themselves. They're just gonna go get some breakfast. Yeah, because they're hungry right now and they need to eat. So yes, that's what they're gonna do now. And yeah, and Kei and Kaito are on their way to the abandoned cabin, so they can do their own things there. And Kei can think about what he should do next, because that's really important as well. So yes, that's what's going to happen there. Alright, well, yes, that's it for the chapter review video, everybody. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, comment down in the comment section below, and all that good stuff. Alright, well, that's it for my video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.